us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Knights offense is on the field for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can...
There he goes! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage, they've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotion.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Knights line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So Arizona State's offense has the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think that's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Etienne. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move to Marcus. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Gets it past the marker. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, throw the records out the window when Baylor and TCU fight to the finish. Baylor took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bears that fired on all cylinders. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. A little screen to the running back. Spins away from the defense. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
To the air on second down. Got his man quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They're going to get him, and this offense now has even more work to do. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Knights send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll give it to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. RPO complete to open the drive. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Kaiser. Finds his man down the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game. Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Hauls it in. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Knights will send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Open field on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with a first down. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. That is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it in the middle. It's Mills. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Defense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. The give as they work on that clock. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Try to get it to the edge. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the